Are we live? Is this thing on? You bet your booty we're live and this thing's on. We're trying a new camera angle. How do I look? How do I sound? Everything good? I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. If we go live early, that means one thing and one thing only. One of these drafters fantasy best ball drafts have filled. So we're in here. We're in the lobby. We got a couple. I know Carl Ramrod. He's a stud. That's it. That's all I know in this draft. So we're good. We're good. This is going to be great. Yours truly drafting at the 105, Kyle Ramrod at the 112. Let's catch up with the Chatamundo Brundo. Best Ball Jonesy says, love that graphic. I love you. You legend you. Honestly, my thumbnail game is like insane. Most slept on, not sleepers. Brian Robinson is a non-sexy RB1 on good offense going R8 count. I think he's in a fantastic territory right now based off of where his ADP is going and where he's going, and not much competition. I know a lot of people are worried about the rookie they brought in. I know some people are concerned about third down usage with Austin Eckler. I think at this value you're going to get positive equity for sure. Stat ATL says you're going to be live drafting during the stream. Yeah, I always do that, man. Every single stream, every single draft, I live draft, live stream, live shaboing boing. We're on the clock. Mundo Brundo. I have 0 Bijan Robinson, so I'm going to do it. I'm going to go hero RB here, and I'm going to take Bijan Robinson. I have not drafted him once, and if you guys look at the top of my screen, I also have 15 slows going simultaneously right now in the drafters mini, which is pretty fun. Bone says, what's up, man? What's crack-a-lackin' Bones? How you doing, brother? You like the thumbnail? How's the camera angle? Is it good? We look good? Everything. Oh, God, no. All right, we're good. Good. All right, Antonio says, what up, Bonus Hall? How you doing, brother? Good to see you. Bone says, Ramrod. Yeah, yes, sir. You get it. Missed the queue. Maybe next time, brother. Maybe we'll do. No, we can't do 2 tonight. I'll be getting interviewed tonight at 8:30 on the Sports Affiliation. It's a really cool concept. Honestly, his name is Rick, and he's kind of like highlighting philanthropy and charity work in fantasy football, and I'm honored to be invited and go talk about the Big Heart Energy 24-hour draftathon that we did for charity last year, and talk about our plans to do the same thing again this year, and hopefully survive 24 hours of live streaming and live drafts again. That was impossible, by the way. Impossible. Jamie says, big draft. What up, Jamie? How you doing, buddy? How you doing? Who's the hot jersey that I know you love your jerseys. Who's the jersey you got on today, brother? What's the jersey you got on today? Jason says, hey all, man, slightly late and I miss you. You're good, brother. You're good. No worries. You have your ticket though, right, Jason? I hope you got your ticket. Love that for you. The interview. Can you share the link to tune in? 100%. I would love to share the link to tune in, but I don't think JC has posted it yet. So if he doesn't post it, all right, we need a wide receiver here. All right, we're getting so weird. Lad McConkey, 0 shares. I hate him. I hate him at ADP, but shoot. Yeah, I'm not drafting sleepers. I'm just drafting guys I don't draft. So I'm not living up to. So we got Bijan Robinson and Lad McConkey. I don't hate the pick, but yeah, it's a weird draft, weird start for me. But we're trying to be a little contrarian. And shout out to you, man. You showed up. This is Billy Gableman, guys. Stat ATL from I think it's called On the Clock. On the Clock, yeah, YouTube channel. He's one of the best ball drafters on the planet. I'm very blessed to be surrounded by a lot of these incredible people. And he was on at like 7 p.m. and then he was back on at like 3 a.m. We were just talking theory and strategy, and I've learned a lot from this man on that during that 24-hour stream, but just simply as a friend and somebody who pays attention to what he says. Billy Gableman's one of the sharpest people when it comes to draft theory and draft approach, and he's not like me. I'm a one-trick pony. All I do is football. He does it everywhere. He literally does it everywhere, and he succeeds everywhere. So, got to give him his flowers. He's one of my favorite content creators and one of my favorite people to get advice from. Stat ATL said, love being part of the 24-hour deal with you last year, my friend. Hey, man, you're welcome once again. You have a standing invite on this show. Like, you know that. I think I've told you that before, and I'll continue to tell you that. You have a standing invitation on this show. You're always welcome to hop on. All right, Garrett Wilson, another guy I have 0 shares of. This is weird. Jason Calhoun says, "Yep, got my ticket. Much thanks. God bless you, man. Thank you for supporting." Jamie says, "I got my Scott Fish Bowl 13 jersey. I love that. I love that for you. That's amazing. I want to see what it looks like. Send me a DM." Hi all. What's up, Jerry? 1 week season. My bad. Thanks for the shout out. Don't sell yourself short. Your stream is great. Oh, for sure. My stream is phenomenal. But once again, man, if you surround yourself with shitty, mediocre people, you'll be a shitty, mediocre person. I've lucked out and surrounded myself with nothing but the best of the best and the greats. So hopefully, I live up to my surroundings, so to speak. And back by popular demand, I have not seen Who's Goats yet, but back by popular demand, you guys must have seen this on the way in, but we figured it out. We got it back, ladies and gentlemen. We got it back. And for anybody tuning in on the Twitter side, we got 28 people tuning in on Twitter. I got one word for you.
What's up? What's up?
Yeah, what's up? And I did it, guys. I invested in an intro. The person on Fiverr is from Sri Lanka, so I hope he does really, really good work. It wasn't cheap, but we're getting an intro finally. All right, Billy says, sometimes it's the drafts like this that are weird that turn out to be strong performing, although I don't know that I've taken Loud myself for sure. And like, here's the thing. I would never in a million years on a typical day take a running back in round one because I know the ROI likeliness of, I know the likeliness of an RB being drafted in the first round to get that ROI and also win this tournament in particular is very slim. Historically, if you look at it, it's usually the wide receiver one who has the round one ADP / around the bend if you count CD Lamb and Justin Jefferson the years they won. But it's usually the wide receiver one who does that. And obviously Jamar Chase, right? Last year we made a bet on Jamar Chase no matter what. We got a lot of him in the first round. I never ever make the bet on running backs in this format, this tournament in the first round. So I had to pivot. And if I'm looking at best available based off of my rankings at the wide receiver position when I was on the clock, it was Ladd McConkey or Jackson Smith and Jigba. And I much rather invest in Ladd McConkey, especially with an improved offensive line, with an improved receiving room, with an improved running game. Trey Harris is going to take a lot of pressure off of Ladd McConkey on the other side, and I'm here for that. And yeah, the two-headed monster at running back, whether it be Najee Harris and O'Marion Hampton, or vice versa, it's going to be phenomenal. And once again, that offensive line has improved, and it was already a very solid one. Yes, finally, a guy I like and I can't stop drafting. Love it. Squint said, "You're killing me, Smalls." That's what Squint said. Squint, am I on the clock anywhere, brother? I know I'm in like 12 drafts with you. Nailed it with your RB wide receiver first round take when looking at historical. I mean, like, once again, it's subject to change, but the likeliness of that changing is very slim. I'm a historian of the game, and I'm a historian of this tournament. And one of these days, I'm going to place really, really high in this tournament. Last year, our highest placing lineup was in the mini, and I'm very blessed that I did well in the mini. But it's nice when I get into these lobbies. Like, don't get me wrong, I love drafting with the community, but it's nice when I get into one of these lobbies and the people in here are not sniping me. So this is good. It gives me a better chance because this is a very sharp community of fantasy football drafters. You sent me a pic of the jersey. Let's go. I gotta check it out. Big game. Oh, that's a sick jersey. I don't know if you guys could see this. That's gangster, buddy. That's gangster. I like that a lot. You made that yourself? I know you're a big jersey guy. I don't think you are. Well, God bless you. Close in 4. The Superflex. Okay, cool. How do you think I'm doing in the Superflex? I want your honest assessment of my squad in the Superflex, Squint. That's going to be this year, my dude. Hey, man, prayers. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying the journey or whatnot, but I really want it to happen. Obviously, it can't be anybody and everybody, and you have to be really special to stand out in this tournament. And hopefully I could do that. I'm thinking another wide receiver here, but I think we see a significant drop off at the running back position. So I'm going to invest in Kenneth Walker. If you guys have been paying attention so far this year, Kenneth Walker at ADP is somebody who I think you're going to get an incredible return on investment simply because Clint Kubiak is the offensive coordinator. If you guys know Clint Kubiak, he comes from the Shanahan coaching tree. So the run game is going to be counted on and relied upon early and often. Plus, you look at the quarterback situation, and Sam Darnold is not going to be a guy who's going to drop back and throw 50 times a game. Like it's not going to happen in this scheme, in this situation. And last but not least, contract year, baby. You guys know me and my running backs in contract. Is this angle better or is this angle better? Talk to me, chat. Do you guys like the new camera angle or do you guys prefer it when it's lower? Just let me know. Let me know. Sup fam says who Hames, who that? What's up, who Hames? I hope you're doing wonderful. I hope you're having a great day. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. Guys. I'm thinking about doing a giveaway. Should we do a giveaway? Should I do a giveaway? All right. Mr. Magic says, who do you like out of Shakir, Diggs, Myers more in PPR? Okay. So I've said this before and I'll say it again, Mr. Magic, and I love that you come with these questions. I think Khalil, like last year I said Jacoby Myers was the safest play in fantasy football at the wide receiver position. I think the safest play at ADP in fantasy football, especially PPR, Shakir. Khalil Shakir is my favorite guy. Stephon Diggs, I think his outlook is very high, but I'm very worried about the likeliness of re-injury and re-aggravating that knee, or also injuring the opposing knee or any sort of other ligament. So I wouldn't say I'm out on Diggs, but I'm not drafting him at ADP right now. That's fire. What's fire? Oh, the jersey. Yeah, you're fire. Antonio, you're fire. I like it a lot since I traded you the pick to get Dak. Hey, man, I was one of the few who decided not to go 2 QBs early in a super flex, and I ended up with Michael Penix and Dak Prescott. And if you guys have been listening in, I'm very bullish on Dak Prescott. Mr. Magic says Walker is injury prone plus Sharp is there, and that O-line is brutal. O-line is improved. They didn't have a very healthy offensive line last year. All right, let's go Roma Dunze here. I mean, I'm not as bullish on Roma Dunze as everybody else is. If I would leave with the one receiver from that receiving room, it's got to be DJ Moore. But if he could get unlocked, if he could do the thing, I'm very excited. I think one of my favorite picks from the Chicago Bears, other than Caleb Williams, and I think Caleb Williams is going to be spectacular this year, especially with Ben Johnson and that improved offensive line and more weapons than they've ever had ever in the history of ever. Cole Kmet's going around 20. That's criminal. I think there's going to be a lot of scenarios where they go 2 tight ends, and I think Cole Kmet's going to see just as many snaps and just as many shares as Colson Loveland. I like Cole Kmet a heck of a lot. And here's the thing, right? And as I say this, I sound like talking about Michael Mayer last year in regards to Brock Bowers. Like, so I just told myself that I'm going to start getting a little bit of Colson Loveland. Get a little Colson Loveland love. All right. Shakir's coming up. And I'm going to, yeah. Shakir or Golden, guys? Do we go floor or ceiling here? We'll go Shakir. I do love me Matthew Golden, though. And that O-line's improved drastically. Charles Cross is now healthy. They brought in one of the best offensive linemen that I graded out in this draft in Gray Zabel, and he can literally fill in everywhere. So yeah, like to start like wide receiver with your next 2 picks unless strong values fall to you, in my opinion. You love this camera angle personally, sweet. Kobe and the Cattle Dog says love the camera angle, sweet. As long as I don't look cross-eyed by looking at the screen, right? Like, and I'm not going to look at you guys like this all the time because hold on. I'm not going to look at you guys like this all the time. Is that creepy? All right, cool. Who do you like better this year, Trey Harris or Jaden Higgins? Trey Harris, it's not even close. Like, I think Jaden Higgins is going to be good. Don't get me wrong. But if we're talking about a team that's going to be competitive and a team that's going to rely on their offense and very sound, I want as much exposure to the Los Angeles Chargers as humanly possible, where the ADP is respectful. Like, I think Omarion Hampton, I think he's going to be a spectacular player, definitely a dynasty target, RB2, player 2 in your dynasty drafts easily. But yeah, Trey Harris is going to be spectacular. And then you look at Houston, it's like their biggest issues last year was they were absolutely terrible blocking and protecting CJ Stroud. And they've only gotten worse on the offensive line this offseason. So I'm worried for CJ Stroud. I think Nico Collins is a heck of a pick. Like, it's a fair, like, if we're talking about draft equity, are you going to get your return on investment? I think it's fair. I think it's status quo where you're drafting and where he's going in ADP at the 111. You're going to get that kind of performance, right? So yeah. All right, let's queue up a couple guys who are not going to come to us, but that's okay. Ideally, I'd like Brian Robinson here, but let's see who next best up. Cam Scatterbo, I can't get much exposure to him. I don't want it. Jalen Warren, I love this year. Najee. So once again, I love Najee at ADP. Bashal Tootin, I need to start getting some exposure. It would be nice to double stack Zach Charbonnet and Kenneth Walker. I know it lowers my ceiling, but I have a safer floor there because I'm invested in that RB room. I also have, no, I don't have Tony Pollard. Isaac Grant. Yeah, I'm just literally going to queue up every running back possible. And if they come around near ADP or slightly after, I'm going to invest. Brian Robinson's gone. Bien fit. That's French. So yeah, I'm more bullish on Trey Harris. I think also if we're talking about just straight up ability, Trey Harris is a beast. Hussein, I'll get to you. I did something for you in particular, buddy. I thought about you today when I was setting up my stream. Weird, right? Mr. Magic says rank Brees, Chase Brown, Kyron. I would swap Kyron with Chase Brown. It's Brees, Kyron, Chase Brown for me this year. Dad? No, not Baba. How are you, my Middle Eastern brother? Very good, very good. Hussein, I got something for you, buddy. You ready, Hus? Disco. Literally did that for you and only you, Hussein. Only you. I know how much that one means to you. So I did it for you, buddy. I hope you liked it. I hope you're happy with it. All right, I am targeting Caleb Williams here if he falls to me. It would be nice to build some Caleb Williams correlation. I lied. I mean, Jalen Warren, Scatterbo, these guys are all in play. Tracy. It would be nice to get like a Scatterbo, Tyrone Tracy double stack. That way you're kind of okay, but then you're screwed if Devin Singletary emerges as the guy. And like that backfield is a dumpster fire. If I'm looking at ceiling, I think Tyrone Tracy still gives you the better ceiling. I don't think Scatterbo's like we're drafting Scatterbo at his ceiling. All right, Tracy's gone. I like that pick for him. Jalen Warren's gone. God bless. Yeah, we're going Caleb, man. Best available. Once again, guys, I don't believe in Cam Scatterbo. I mean, Najee would have been a decent pick here, but we're going Caleb. We got a little micro stack right now. Hopefully, we could potentially get 3 layers of correlation. Colston Loveland is definitely somebody we need to queue up now. Ooh, is Justin Fields gone? Yeah, I miss Justin Fields. Okay, he was sniped right before me. Trey Harris, I'll queue him up. Shoot, we might like be screwed at running back here. Let's be real. We're just gonna play the handcuff game. And like sometimes that works out. Do I have anybody for correlation purposes here? We'll see if he falls. Jadon Blue is still good. Tyler Warren will love. Beck, Kirk is a good. We're just queuing up our guys. This range right here, 120 to 140, like the tight end value is insane. And like it's like that in most formats in a lot of dynasties, startups and whatnot. This range for tight end is beautiful. Because you're going to get a top 3 tight end in this range. Who is it going to be? Time will tell. But I mean, like, look at this. Carl Ramrod goes TJ Hawkinson with pick 85. And then he goes Mark Andrews with pick 108. That's insane value. Oh, snap. Yes, sir. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Love it. Love you, buddy. What's up, guys? What's up, Huskos? I hope you're having a great day, buddy. Once again, I did that just for you. Stat ATL says Brees Hall probably has one of the largest range of outcomes of any top 4 round players. He could easily lose carries, or he could be a top 5 overall running back. So, I love, once again, as I said before, I'm a historian of the game, right? You look at what Ben Johnson and Dan Campbell and Aaron Glenn, the new head coach of the New York Jets, you look at what they did, right? I think that travels. And by talking about what they did, I mean the RB1A 1B room. And just because I think Braylon Allen's going to be a factor and he's somebody I'm targeting most certainly in these later rounds, does not mean that Brees Hall doesn't have top 3, top 5 running back upside. We've just seen it with Jahmyr Gibbs. So I love the archetype. I love the build. I love the system. I love what they're building there. I really do. Dang, we're seeing a big run on running backs go right now. I would love to get Trey Harris here, but I think with the run of running backs, we could probably push him and he could come back. And if he doesn't come back, so be it. C'est la vie. All right. Mr. Magic says, who is your number 1 sleeper pick at every position? All right. So if we're talking about deep sleeper at quarterback, like especially since it's dynasty season, Jalen Milroe. There's no way in hell Sam Darnold is going to be able to finish the season, let alone finish half of the season as a starting quarterback. He's not going to have a lot of time back there in a run-heavy offense that requires a lot of timing and deep ball throws. I don't like Sam Darnold's outlook this year. Sam Darnold's a major fade for me, and if we're talking about just athletic beast specimen upside, he's absolutely spectacular. And then speaking of another sleeper, we got Bernie Ballers here, guys. I don't know if you guys know this, but he's kind of a big deal. Yesterday, he was highlighted by what's the name of the guy who does the One Pizza stuff and his brand, Barstool Sports. He was his work was highlighted by Barstool Sports. Today, it was highlighted by Pat McAfee live on the Pat McAfee show. And what was highlighted in general, and how am I going to bring all this together? Full circle moment. You guys ready? Come closer for the full circle moment. He said, okay, so Brainy Ballers, guys, one of the best followers on Twitter. Fix your life if you're not following him right now, because if Pat McAfee is using his advice, you need to as well. And what the advice is Brainy Ballers has created this algorithm / predictor score that has been 100% accurate to this point. 100% accurate to this point, calling top performers in the league, okay? And the top performer right now, person who has outscored, and it's called the star predictor score. The person with the highest star predictor score at the quarterback position ever is Jackson Dart. Right after him, I believe it's Lamar Jackson. Then you got Mahomes, Josh Allen somewhere in there, Jalen Hurts. This predicted all these people, and the person who's outscored all of them is Jackson Dart. You with me? So start drafting Jackson Dart whenever you can. Honestly, because I'm a big Brainy Ballers fan. I supported and knew Brainy Ballers and was in love with his work long before Pat McAfee, but now he's big deal for me, and he doesn't know me and doesn't remind me. So yeah, there's that. So who's your number 1 sleeper pick at every position? Jalen Milroe, Jackson Dart, love both of them, and then Aaron Rodgers if you're just looking for like a really deep dart throw, and I think he's gonna start for the Minnesota Vikings, but that's neither here nor there. Running back, I would say Jalen Warren. Wide receiver, I would say I don't think Xavier Worthy is necessarily a sleeper, but I love his profile. I love what he's going to do and how he's going to play. I would say somebody that I would say is like a deep dart throw, just because he's an archetype, especially as a rookie that goes relatively undrafted. So if you have taxi spot, I would say Efton Chisholm. Efton Chisholm is like as deep of a sleeper that you could possibly get. Love him. Really love Efton Chisholm. And then tight end, I would say Cole Kmet. Cole Kmet's got to be a sleeper, right? He's going undrafted around 20. He's got to be. All right. Martin Tamero says, well, indeed. Nice to see my people in the industry just subscribe. Hey, man, thank you for subscribing, Habibi. I appreciate you. God bless you. God love you. And Statty TL says, Q up Davis. He's a great late round flyer. Here's my issue, right? I've tried to talk myself, and like hear me think out loud here. I've tried to talk myself now out of James Cook contract disputes. We saw him peak, blah blah blah, and then you look at what he did last year. He was RB8 on 48% of the snaps and touches for the running backs last year. If we're talking about explosive efficiency metrics, this guy could break fantasy football in the range he's going. And like, yes, I mean, if we look at like all the nonsense with the contract and dispute whatnot, and I'll queue up Ray Davis for you. And Braylon's definitely. Oh, I thought he was queued up. Definitely somebody I'm targeting. But like, God, 48% of the snaps RB8, which is absolutely out of this world. If we're just talking about efficiency, explosive rate, being able to find the end zone. If we just get like say a 10 to 15% uptick in usage, which he should, especially in a contract year, James Cook might be in the argument for RB1 this year. Brady says, agree 100% about Allen and Brees. Hell yeah. Extremely fair take. God bless you. Thank you. Love you, buddy. Shout out to you, you beautiful human being. You're probably not here anymore, but yeah. Braylon Allen too. Hell yeah. Got him. Braylon, put some respect on. Hey, nobody was higher on Braylon Allen last year. I literally had him ranked higher than majority of your favorite consensus rankers. I hate when people are like, how do you know you were higher than it's called rankings. We put out rankings. That's how I know I was higher than like the vast majority of people, especially in Dynasty. Like you put out rankings, this is how you know. I'm certain there was nobody higher on Chase Brown than me last year because I had him as my RB8. Nobody else had him up there. I could tell you that. What's up, Big Money? Says Tyler Bradley. Shout out to Tyler Bradley. Shout out to the Fantasy Advice Network. Football, baseball, hockey, basketball, you name it, they got it, and they're going to bless you with the best knowledge, the best guests, and I'm very blessed to know Tyler and to have gotten to know Tyler. He's one of my favorite guys on the planet, and he's just a good dude, and you know, I don't just shout out people because they show up to my stream. I shout out people because I generally like rock with them and their stuff. Speaking of people, Mr. Magic, shout out to you. He says, who are some of the worst RBs from the mid rounds you want? Some of the wide receivers or running backs from the mid rounds you want this year in redraft. Oh, redraft. Good question. Wide receivers in the middle rounds, I would say Michael Pittman's being overlooked. I would say he's severely underrated right now and severely underdrafted. His ADP, like I have him ranked 28 spots higher than ADP. There's no way there's 98 players better than Michael Pittman. So I would say Michael Pittman's one of those guys. And then like I've said this before and I'll say it again, Najee Harris and Jalen Warren, I'm buying where people are fading there. They're still going to get usage, right? They're still going to get their usage. They're still going to get their touches. And you're going to get that positive equity, that return on investment where they outperform their ADP. So any sort of positive equity, especially in that range, is great because you could go on the opposite side and draft a Zamir White, for example. Guilty. Draft a Zamir White, for example, and he'll absolutely kill your pick and your investment. And yeah, so yeah, I love him. I absolutely love him. Great show, brother. Says Brian, you made it to YouTube finally. Sweet. I'm glad you finally made it. Shout out to Brian Dudek, one of the greatest dudes on the planet, man. Honestly, this was one of my first followers on Twitter. One of my first. Tyler Bradley says, as long as you end up with my guy Tesla late, I'm good. Hey man, you talked about Tesla. I forgot about. So I came to you about this like 6'6" lanky wide receiver from Arkansas, and I know you're a diehard Arkansas fan. And I asked you for your opinion. You're like, forget about this guy. He sucks. I said, okay. Good, because like I can't find any tape on him. You're like, look up Isaac Tesla. This was like, I want to say February, January. He's like, look up Isaac Tesla. You and I will be the only guys talking about him, and he's going to be a special player. I said, all right. I looked at the profile. I looked at the RAS score. I looked at the combine performance, and I was like, God, like not only is this man like the nicest human being on the planet, he also knows his ball. Tyler knows his ball. Tyler gets football, right? And I was telling everybody who would listen, Isaac Tesla. And yeah, I got advice from Tyler Bradley about Isaac Tesla. Shout out to Tyler Bradley and the Fantasy Advice Network. Bone says the summer needs to fly by. I'm dying to figure out my keepers and who I'll be drafting. Just do more best ball drafts, brother. FS and are doing insanely unique and sweet stuff. Check them out, people, for sure. Do you prefer Pittman or Downs? It depends. If I'm looking for a player who's going to be like a spike week freak because I'm going all ceiling, if I need a ceiling player, it's going to be Downs. I think Downs will give you weeks where he'll give you 0 or he'll give you weeks where he'll give you close to 40, right? If I'm looking at a consistent floor with some spike week, somebody who's going to 100% outperform his ADP no matter what, it's Michael Pittman. Michael Pittman was injured last year and people are writing him off. I'm here for it. And I don't care who the quarterback is. I really don't. Jalen Warren, truth or stand up, says Sean Mitchell. Hey, man, finally we agree on a take. And shout out to Sean Mitchell's. I'm going to be a guest on his YouTube show one of these days. And I believe the name of the YouTube channel is Extend the Drive. So if you guys can smash my guy a subscription there, he does a lot of great, Sean Mitchell on Twitter, he does a lot of great stuff, especially in the best ball world, but with the other guys. Big fan of his, love his work, and I love the pushback that comes from him. Mason Taylor, I have zero exposure, but I need more. I love Mason Taylor. Love me some Mason Taylor. So we're looking at a 4 tight end build here. The way we're building this out, like Kyle Pitts, I think he can easily outperform ADP here. This is, if you guys know me, I hated Kyle Pitts last year just because of his ADP. But if we're talking about ROI, and you like, my draft guide is going to be all about ROI, return on investment. How can you get positive equity with the pick that you have on the clock? I'm not going to tell you my rankings or anything because it's free. If you want my rankings and stuff, that's behind the Patreon paywall. I don't know what Sleaze is calling it these days, but it's with Sleazeball, Sleazebomb, the guy, him. So yeah, I'm just going to tell you to get positive equity and how to get positive equity, and it's going to help you a heck of a lot. It's going to make you look differently at fantasy football, right? Because that means nobody's a fade. Everybody is draftable at the right price, but everybody's also avoidable at the right price as well. So yeah, No Cap Max says, how we doing tonight? How you doing, No Cap Mac? No Kizzy. I'm never saying that again. That I'm sorry. I apologize. What the hell was that? Mr. Magic says, rank these guys: HN, CMC, Henry, Genty. Ooh, good one. CMC, Henry, HN, Genty. Now, if it was Dynasty, I would go Genty, HN, CMC, Henry. Guys, CMC is being drafted in the second round right now. Sometimes goes as the 14th, the 16th overall pick in fantasy football. Where did he go here? Yeah, he went at the 201. So 13th overall, second round. If anybody could break fantasy football in the second round, it's Christian McCaffrey. All he's got to do is be healthy. If you guys follow Dr. Jesse Morse on Twitter, he's one of the most unique and brilliant people out there, and especially if you're a fantasy football fan, because you get the inside scoop on the rehabilitation process and like how the surgery is going, and you know what kind of procedure we're looking at, and all that good jazz, right? And Dr. Jesse Morse applies that to the fantasy football world. So if you guys are not following Dr. Jesse Morse on Twitter, please do. He's one of my favorite follows. Absolutely love him, and he's very bullish on the rehabilitation process for CMC, and as you should be. By the way, how's my thumbnail game, guys? I feel like my thumbnails are on another level. A Lions trade up to get him. Tesla is a great pick in the last few rounds. Great shout, Brian. Yeah, you mean Tyler? Yeah, hell yeah. Josh Gillum says, "Are you high on Savion Williams?" I like Savion. Honestly, I do. I like Savion, but I only like so. I feel like I love. Like, you guys need to know this. I absolutely love Matthew Golden. I still like Jaden Reed. I think there's going to be a world where Savion can get involved, and he's a great dart throw, great late round pick in your dynasty drafts. I like him everywhere there, right? I think he's going to get involved. They're going to fabricate and design these great plays, these gadget plays for Savion. And shout out to my friend Derek Brown, because he wasn't on my radar, but when we had Debro on our show last Wednesday, I know, weird flex, that's what I do. He couldn't stop talking about Savion. He loves Savion, and if one of the best in the industry loves Savion, why the hell wouldn't I? All right, this is the Brainy Ballers pick right here. Do not snipe me, Zim. Do not snipe me. Don't do it. Don't do it. This is, Okay, this is for Brainy Ballers. Once again, guys, our guy Brainy Ballers got featured on Barstool Sports yesterday, and he got featured on Pat McAfee today for the Star Predictor Score. All right, so right now, not a lot of people know about it, but a lot of people are learning about it. I'm telling you right now, if you are one of the 24, we got 24 people watching us on YouTube, bless it. We got 74 people watching us on Twitter, bless it. If you are one of the 98 people, make sure you go subscribe and follow Brainy Ballers on Twitter, because if Pat McAfee is like wowed by his work, if Barstool Sports is wowed by his work, if anybody who's anybody, your favorite personalities in the football industry are wowed by Brainy's work, but yet he's still an up and coming guy, you have an advantage right now to go follow him, follow his work, turn your notifications on for Brainy, because he's going to give you the best information. And like, I'm going to pat myself on the back here. You know why? Because I discovered Brainy. I discovered how brilliant he was. I am Brainy Baller's #1 first fan. It's a fact. I'm his first fan. No, he's big on Reddit, but I was one of his first fans for sure. Gillum says Green Bay room is kind of crowded though. Listen, Romeo Dobbs is dead to me. Screw that guy. I'm more concerned about Tucker Kraft and even Luke Musgrave over Romeo Dobbs and Christian Watson. We know it, right? Laporta or Hawk, I love them both. At ADP right now, I love them both. They're both great picks. I think Hawkinson would get more usage if JJ McCarthy is in fact the guy, because, you know, young quarterback, essentially a rookie. I know he's in the second year, but essentially a rookie. He's going to get a lot of check down work and a lot of volume and usage, and that's the kind of stuff you want. That's the kind of stuff you want. But I think Laporta is going to get a lot of usage too, right? At ADP right now, this is where we like Sam Laporta. You're going to get a lot of ROI there. Sean Mitchell says, appreciate the kind words, my guy. Can't wait to get you on the show. Highly recommend something to the Patreon for the rankings. BDE knows ball. I try. Oh, shout out to my guy, Sleazeball, just vibing, setting up church for the grannies, saying what's up. He's doing this big like cancer drive thing, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Sleazebomb. This is my partner in crime. This is my friend, and this is my pal. And yeah, dude's a legend. Dude's good people, right? Brainy Baller says much love. Heck yeah, man. He's still here. He's still listening. It's my guy. He hasn't gone Hollywood on us yet, guys. He's still here. I don't even know what I'm doing with this draft so far. What do I have? All right, I got to move my face here. So we got, yeah, I think there's a better way to view this. Disco, what's wrong with you? We got Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart. We definitely need more quarterbacks. We need another quarterback, somebody who's going to start. Bijan Robinson, Kenneth Walker, Bashal Tootin, Jadon Blue, Travis Etienne. I didn't even realize that I got that double stack. Good work, Disco. DJ Giddens, Lad McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, Roma Dunze, Khalil Shakir, Cooper Kupp. That is not bad. Kyle Pitts, Pat Farmouth, Mason Taylor. I might end up pushing quarterback here. I might just push quarterback here. And I'll tell you why in a sec. All right, we'll take Brashad. Here's why I'm going to push quarterback, guys. Here's why I'm going to push quarterback. Because I don't believe in Sam Darnold, and I have a piece of Cooper Kupp. Means I could just draft Jalen Milroe. Or try to queue him up. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Great work, Disco. I think we're done at running back. Rashard Smith, if you guys know, love him. I think Isaiah Pacheco's days are numbered. God bless him. Terrible injury. Kareem Hunt's dead to me. That guy's a touchdown vulture, and I just hate his guts. It's either Elijah Mitchell or Brashad Smith. So I'm going to try to leave a draft, especially late flyers, with both of those guys or one of them. Dynasty Dog says Disco. You guys know if you say Disco in a fun way, Sutton or Flowers? Flowers for me. 100% Zay Flowers. I think I'm more bullish on Zay Flowers this year than I've ever been in the past, and I've liked him in the past. I didn't like him at ADP last year, but I learned my lesson the hard way. I did. I might just take Milroe here. It makes sense. It's a good pick, Disco. Stick to your guns. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You know what I mean? If you're wrong, you're wrong. But you got to just go get your guys. All right. Now, all right, I'm going to get a wide receiver here, guys. And I spoke about him earlier. I might even play his highlight tape for you guys. Just like say, screw it. I'll take the hit on the monetization with the copyright infringements. Yeah, it's 100% Flowers. Efton Chisholm, guys. Efton Chisholm. All right. You look at the landing spot. People are like, who the hell is he? He's an undrafted free agent who just signed with the New England Patriots. All right. You look at the archetype, you look at the history, you look at the skill set, and then you look at the offensive coordinator and the history of that organization. He is a more productive Cooper Kupp in his history at the same alma mater. I think it's Eastern Michigan, Eastern Washington, one of those Easterns. Just a no-name school. More he has every receiving record in that school. He runs just like Chisholm. Runs just like Kupp, sorry. You look at the archetype, right? You look at what Josh McDaniels does with these white, undrafted, or late round pick slots, and he just makes them, he makes them the guy. So if you're in a dynasty and you have a taxi slot open, get Efton Chisholm because he's as crisp of a route runner as there is. He is fast, sneaky fast. How fast is Efton Chisholm? He's as fast as you need him to be to get wide open and to make a big play. Love Efton Chisholm, guys. He's going to be my late round dart throw here. And yeah, I'm okay with this. This is a good draft for me. It's a weird roster construction, but we kind of saved our running back situation. I hate going RB in round one, but we did it. Dynasty Dog says Chisholm's going to be a dog. I would know for sure. Dogs, no dogs. How many likes are we at? How many likes are we at? Somebody answers how many likes we're at. I may be inclined to do a giveaway. I may be inclined to do a giveaway. Jeez Louise. We got 23 people in YouTube. Such a blessing on a Tuesday night in May. Am I him, guys? Am I him? Efton Chisholm, guys. All right. So we're going to look at Carl Ramrod's lineup. We're going to grade it. Then we're going to look at my lineup. Y'all can give me a grade. And then 19. Okay. So if we get to 21 likes on the YouTube side, if you guys are watching on Twitter, we're going to give you a chance to. So like, I haven't even gone through this spiel. Hold on, guys. Hold on. I'm selling. I'm here. 20. Okay. I'm here. We're doing a giveaway, guys. We're doing a giveaway. All right. I'm here. What we just completed, guys, and the fact that it's taken me this long to even get to this, like I'm selling. I'm exhausted. I've been in the sun all day. I don't know if you guys can tell. I got my bronzage on. I'm selling. I apologize. Folks watching on Twitter, folks watching on YouTube, this draft that we just completed was not a mock draft. I repeat, not a mock draft. It was a real money draft with real money implications. How much real money are we talking about? $2.5 million in total prizes. 500,000. 500K goes to first. It's total points format. Most points wins. Best ball weekly scoring from weeks 1 to 17. 12 teams draft fast and slow. It's a $20 entry. It's 150 max. The app is called Drafters Fantasy. And it's spectacular. And if you're from New York and you're like, hey, man, I'm from New York. I can't draft on the other guys anymore because they're just not available in here. And I just want to be like, I'm drafting over here. Well, news for you. It's available in New York. You're welcome. Go Knicks. There's also the Drafters $2 mini. It's a $2 buy-in. 10K goes to first. It's crazy, right? $500,000 goes to first in this one. 10K goes to first for a $2 buy-in. Insane. It's best ball, and how it works is you have 20 rounds to build your rosters for depth. It's PPR format, like I alluded to earlier. Each week, your starting lineup is composed of the following positions: 1 quarterback, 2 running backs, 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end, and 1 flex. At the end of the week, the best overall performances will be applied to your weekly roster. So no more leaving points on the bench, no more waiver wires, no more trades, none of that garbage. You literally just draft and forget it. So if your bench outscores your starter, so like say Jalen Milroe outscores Caleb Williams, or Jackson Dart outscores Caleb Williams on a random week, instead of leaving the points on the bench, I just get those points. You get to spend time with your wife. You get to enjoy, Red Zone, NFL Red Zone. Oh, man, I miss NFL Red Zone. I miss NFL Red Zone so much. Anyways, so if you guys want to have fun, I'm giving away an opportunity tonight. But If you don't win the opportunity, don't worry. You could still sign up today on Drafters Fantasy. Make sure you use promo code DISCO to double your first deposit up to $100. And yeah, it says the BDE draft guide's coming soon. My graphics department, which is just me, by the way, insane. So yeah, 22 likes. Yeah, we'll do it for sure. Willie says you're up in redraft, fella. Heard. Busy. I don't know if you know. I'm kidding, Willie. I'm kidding. All right, so let's look at my draft. Let's look at Carl Ramrod's, and then we'll look at mine. And then hold on. Because my guy had such a freaking incredible week where, he went from a relatively unknown fantasy football content creator, and his algorithm went from relatively unknown to a guy who's now getting exactly what he deserves. It couldn't happen to a better person. So to enter tonight's giveaway, guys, you have to put hashtag Brainy Ballers in the chat. And we're giving you we're giving you an opportunity right now. If you're watching on Twitter, come over to the Big Draft Energy YouTube side. We're giving away an opportunity where you could potentially leave with $500,000. That's what we're giving away. That's what we're doing. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Somebody's going to win this thing. Why not you? Right? And my guy Bones already entered. You have to be here to claim your winnings, and you have to contact me on Twitter. If you don't do it by tonight, I'm just reshuffling the thing. Reshuffling the damn thing. All right, Carl Ramrod goes with a 2-5-10-3 roster construction. And if you guys know anything about roster construction, you want to be able to stand out with unique roster construction. The last 5 years, 68% to 75% of people who compete in this tournament use a very missionary vanilla roster construction of 3-6-8-3, 3 quarterbacks, 6 running backs, 8 wide receivers, 3 tight ends. To stand out against 150 other 1,000 contestants, roster construction could definitely help you. So he goes Lamar Jackson, JJ McCarthy, Derrick Henry. So he's got that backfield from Baltimore. Derrick Henry, CMC. I love the draft so far. DeAndre Swift, Justice Hill, Kareem Hunt. Let's look at the wide receivers. Tyreek Hill, Juan Jennings. I'm not drafting Juan Jennings at ADP. I understand it, but I'm not doing it. Jordan Addison, good best ball play. Rashad Bateman, took the Bateman, but I get it. Correlation. Quentin Johnston, Keenan Allen. The moment Keenan Allen signs anywhere, he's going to go up 25 spots in ADP. He's a great late round target. Him and Amari Cooper. DeAndre Hopkins, another dead asset. Jalen Tolbert, Jalen Naylor, Jahan Dotson. I thought it was Jalen Dotson, but it's Jahan Dotson. TJ Hawkinson, and then he double stacks the tight end room for Baltimore. So he's going all Baltimore, right? If you guys look at last year's winner, and this guy was like everywhere. He won like out of the top placements, top 100. He had like several lineups, and he won the first overall. He walked away with a lot of money on drafters. His name was Bengals Bucks or Bucks Bengals. He literally just drafted combinations of 2 offenses he thinks are going to be absolutely explosive and impressive, and he invested. And I see exactly what you did there, and I respect it. You invested in the Baltimore Ravens offense, as you should. It just sucks that some jackass took Zay Flowers. Who's that jackass? All right, let's look at my draft. This is why you guys came here, and we're going to do a fun little duck race at the end of this. So if you guys are on Twitter, come on over to the YouTube side, put hashtag Brainy Ballers like this. We gave away 2 tickets last night. We're giving away 1 tonight. Hashtag Brainy Ballers like this, all right? To enter. If you're on Twitter, come over to YouTube. It literally costs you nothing. It takes 2 seconds to connect your Gmail account to YouTube. Literally 2 seconds. Click the subscribe button, click the like button, and then type hashtag Brainy Ballers in the chat. Super, super simple. I just got canceled. Super simple. I just got canceled. So canceled. All right, I need a sip. I'm parched. We'll look at my lineup and then we'll set this up. Baby, you got all these names? Vitamin water. Pineapple passion fruit. Yeah, it's a new flavor. I rock with it. Still not sponsored by them, but one day it'll happen. All right, so I go 3773. Caleb Williams, Jackson Dart, the Brainy Ballers guy. And happy birthday, by the way, to Jackson Dart. Jalen Milroe, Bijan Robinson, Kenneth Walker, Bayshell Tootin, Jadon Blue. We got the double stack of the backfield in. I mean, maybe I just need to get Tank Bixby as well. But we got Tootin and we got Travis Etienne, Jadon Blue, DJ Giddens, Rashard Smith. Wide receiver. I hate my wide receiver room, but it's also solid. Lad McConkey, Garrett Wilson, Xavier Worthy, Roma Dunze, Khalil Shakir, Cooper Kupp, Afton Chisholm. My tight end room might be the weakest point of my team, but it's still a solid tight end room. Once again, guys, I never, ever, ever go with a RB in round one, but I figured it's important to be contrarian. God, I should have been targeting what's his face, Michael Penix. I should have inserted the Penix. I didn't. Kyle Pitts, Pat Fryermuth, Mason Taylor. What do you guys grade the draft? I need like at least 6, 7 grades on the YouTube side. Give me an actual grade before I even think about doing this this giveaway. All right. While I wait for your B minus, Jason, don't do that to me. Speaking of B minus, I will be on the sports affiliation right after this. I don't know if they posted the link. I don't know if they posted the link so I could share with you guys, but we're going to talk about the 24-hour live stream that I did last year. It was a charity stream. It's called the Give Back Show, the one that I'm going to be on. So they do have a link here. So I'm going to put in a share, copy, sweet. So yeah, it's a show where they actually spotlight philanthropy and charity work in the fantasy football worlds. And I was honored enough to finally get monetized last year, and we did a 24-hour live stream for charity last year, and we had everybody who's anybody on the show, honestly. And our community was just here behind me for all 24 hours. We had over 35 people in the chat alone, on average, last year during the 24-hour stream. We had 3 to 6 people on the panel every hour on the hour for a 24-hour charity stream. And we're going to do it again. We're 100% going to do it again. I told my wife after I was done, I was like, there's no way I'm doing it. I have to do it again. It was such a fulfilling experience. It was trying. It was just like one of the toughest things I ever had to do in my life, because like what we're doing is in honor of my late father, and we're raising funds for palliative care, and we're going to do the same thing this year. And yeah, I'm going to do it again. God did not give me this blessing for me not to give back, right? Or to find a way to give back and bring community together. So we're going to do that. Babe, did you send me the list? I got to make my pick here, and I think it's the BDE Redraft League. I have like 12 slows going on just in sleeper. All right. What's my? I don't even know what my team looks like right now. Roster. Yeah, probably need Tajay. Jared Goff just keeps falling in that draft, and I don't get it. All right, we got it. All right, guys, duck race time. So yeah, guys, the link to the show right here. Please click on that, smash the subscription, turn the notifications on. We'll be live there in about 39 minutes, 8:30 p.m. Eastern time. Yeah, man. It was a great stream. Was a good time. God bless you guys, man. Willie, I remember you being on there, and you were just putting away them tall boys. You were just pounding them back, buddy. It was really, really, really impressive. You made me want to drink again. So Jason Calhoun says B minus. 2 Mules in a Cart says B plus. Huaim says B. God, you guys are so mean. Bone says B. Dynasty Dog B. Jerry B. B, A minus if you inserted the Penix. You write 7.2 out of 10. Sean, I know you're new to the channel, but we do A to like D minus or F. We never give Fs though. We're Canadian. We're very nice. That was a great stream. Yes, was a good stream. It was an awesome event for sure. Thank you guys for being part of it. What's up? He made it. He made it. Raiders. What's up, Raiders? Good to see you, brother. We're doing a giveaway, man. Put hashtag Brainy Ballers like this to enter our giveaway. Shout out to Brainy Ballers, our guy, our knight in shining armor. He finally got the recognition he deserves. He got recognized by I don't know why this name keeps evading Barstool Sports yesterday, and today he got recognized by the Pat McAfee show on Pat McAfee Live, and I'm just glad I got to know him before the fame. So yeah, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for stopping by, and thanks for smashing us up. It was a great event. You're a great man. Sent, I got it. Boom. What's up, y'all? C pluses for shout out to JC Money Design. He is one of the partners and founders at the Sports Affiliation. Once again, guys, if you guys want to head over, smash a like over there, please and thank you. Turn the bell notification on. Subscribe to the channel. I love the TSA, and I'm really looking forward to talking about charity and our work there. What's up, Jerry? All right, cool. We're here, and we're not getting canceled today. Not today, devil. Not today, Satan. Not up in here. All right. Who hasn't entered? I'm going to give you guys a little grace period right now to enter. I have Bones, Jerry B, 2 Mules in a Cart, Sean M, Dynasty Dog, No Cap Mac, Jason C, Willie, Who Hames, OTL. Am I missing anybody? Am I missing any names here? Dynasty Dog's in there. Yeah. All right. Am I missing anyone? No, we're good. All right, 69 seconds. You guys know the rules. We don't fire this thing up until I get like 10 quacks from 10 different people in the chat. So just in time for the race. Hell yeah. You love these duck races. All right, we got the full screen on. We'll put me JC with the $1.99 donation. He didn't have to, but he did. Says giveaways for the win. Let's go. Adrian's like, I'm just here for the duck race. Shout out to Knifey, guys. Shout out to Knifey. Was the first co-host on the Big Draft Energy stream. Shout out to him. He was one of my first supporters too. Shout out to that guy. Don't add me, but Quack, love you, buddy. I hope you're doing well. I hope that the new house is treating you phenomenally. Bunch of quackheads in here. Look at all these quackheads. These guys guilty. Hey man, I love it. Shake those tail feathers. Let's go. All right, guys. Should I release the quacking? All right, let's do it. Enough of the corny jokes. Oh, look at this quackhead. Look at this guy right here. First sub, wasn't that family? Well, wife was the first sub, but you were very close. It was wife, then Liam, then I think it was you. And I think we were at like 3 subscribers our first year. So yeah, I think we've come quite the long ways, but we haven't come this far to come this far. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Who Hames says quack? Let's go, you quackhead. My money's on the purple duck. You mean No Cap Mac or OTL? Which one? So you don't want to be in Jason C's position right now. He was one of the winners yesterday. You kind of want to be where No Cap Mac is right now. You kind of want to be where Willie is right now. Just hanging at the back of the pack, just chilling out there, waiting for the afterburners to kick in. Sean M, he's got a mohawk, and it's not aerodynamic, so it's not working for him. We're going to go into ASMR mode. You guys ready? All right. Right now, Jerry B with the red outfit and the purple mohawk looks like he is going to win the race. Sean M, the other mohawk. Congratulations, Jerry Bagshaw. My hand still hurts from your handshake. Did I tell you guys we were going to we just invested in an intro and an outro, and I'm very excited. We just invested in an intro and an outro, and I'm very excited. I'll just wait here until you guys cue in. All right, just let me know. Let me know. Let me know. Quasi would be all over this. Shout out to Quasi. Okay, Jason's got it. All right, Jason's entered the next one. Bones has got it. All right. I'm typing this one in, so yeah, I'll take my time. Who hangs in the house? Bad news. It's a sharp drafter. That who hangs. I'm glad I haven't got sniped by you yet this year, man. OTL. Knifey. This is quacktastic. You're quacktastic. You the man, Disco. Hey Jerry, you the man. You the man. No cap. Did I get knifey yet? No cap. Sean. And 2 mules. Well, okay, can I ask you a question, brother? Why 2 mules in a cart? Why that name? I just generally want to know why 2 mules in a cart, because it's an interesting name for sure. It's out there. It's different. It's all right. I mean, all right. So let's look at the list. Make sure I have everybody's name right. We got Jason, Bones, Willie, Jerry, Who Hames, OTL, Knifey, No Cap, Sean M, 2 mules. Am I missing anybody? Knifey says, when we drafting next, I need to do something, brother. I have like 16 slows on the go just in drafters, and then I have another 6 slows with like the disco ball leagues going on right now, like live, and I'm probably missing my picks here and there. But king of QC, wow, king of QC, like Quebec City, Tabarnak. All right, quack quack, bunch of quackheads, fucking quackheads. We draft every night at 7 p.m. Eastern time, though, in a fast draft. But yeah, right now I got a lot of. All right, guys. Yeah, I got you, King of QC. King of QC, Quebec City, Tabarnak, Bonhomme de Neige, Pamplemousse. I just said a church, snowman, grapefruit. The zanana. That's pineapple. As you guys can see, I'm not fluent in French, but I sure try. All right, guys. You know the rules. Big Draft Energy, you're also on the clock in Disco Ball 4. See? Always hashtag ABD, always be drafting. Okay. Disco Balls 4. Sorry, gotta make my pick, guys. But get to quacking. Get to quacking. You smoke and quack if I don't win this. Oh wow. Oh wow. That's a good one, OTL. I like it. I like it. I like it more than I like your Xavier Worthy hate. Shout out to OTL, by the way. Own the league fantasy football. He's a great follow if you just, you know, I want to compliment you, but your hate on Xavier Worthy, like, God, he's a good follow. He's a good follow. If you guys want to see polar opposite opinions of mine, go follow him. Who's my tight end? I have Trey McBride. I need wide receiver help, don't I? Jalen McMillan's kind of Rashid Shaheed. Yeah, Rashid Shaheed is a no-brainer pick there, I think. Right? Did I make the right pick, Jason? Think I made the right pick? I'm killing that draft. It's not hate. It is 100%. I listen. I love you. I love you. I do. I support you. But your hate for Xavier Worthy upsets me so much. But hey, you could be right. You're probably not. I bet you're not. Well, you sniped me, so I guess yes. Let's go, Jason. All right, and we're off. All right, it looks like OTL is in good position. He looks like he is a French duck. It's weird that he got the French duck, but King of QC is the grandma duck. Kind of weird, but it is what it is. I like no caps. Is that a dragon or is that a snake or is that a lizard suit? Bones and Jason both looking hella bougie. Willie is prepared for COVID. Willie's got the COVID mask on. Two Mules just looks like he's Gucci Gang. 18 seconds left. I'm going to drink some. Oh, yeah. Shout out to Updog. Updog, what was our discovery the other day? Can I share our discovery the other day? Or your discovery, something that I was already sharing? All right, Who Hames? Who Hames is the winner. So the first winner was Jerry. Second winner was Who Hames. Guys, you guys know you got to contact me over on Twitter with your drafters fantasy names to make life a little bit easier on me. All right, please do so. We'll catch up with the chat. So we like this new camera angle. We rock with it. All right, so I asked Two Mules in a Cart why the name Two Mules in a Cart. He said, great uncle in World War I got volunteered to the Western Front. Story goes, wartime hero saved hundreds or thousands, who knows, after the war was summoned to Lisbon. Anything you want, just name it. He chose Two Mules and a Cart. Dumb fuck. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a story. Okay. I asked why, and you delivered. You delivered. That is a good story. I enjoyed that story. Updog, shout out to Updog. If you guys don't know who Updog is, this guy is arguably, and like if you are arguing against this, you're just stupid. He is the world's greatest best ball drafter, fantasy football, and he's establishing himself everywhere else. And I'm glad I know him. I'm glad he's my friend, and I'm glad we get to talk theory and bounce theory off of each other. For what it's worth, last year he bounced theory off of me, and he ended up not winning or finishing second. He's finished second in multiple of these tournaments that we just competed in. He's got hundreds of thousands in winnings doing this tournament. So yeah, shout out to Updog, the GOAT. Updog, yes sir. Knifey says I'm too far ahead. You blew your load way too early, kid. Let's LFG says OTL. I'm trying not to curse. He chose Two Mules and a Cart. What a great story. Nos, yeah, that shit kicked in. I'm cooked always. Maybe if you were a fan of fast football players like Xavier Worthy and Matthew Golden, maybe your duck would go fast. Ever thought of that, dumbass? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm just toxic. It's like disco after dark. It's not even after dark. And now I have to talk about philanthropy and charity while I'm feeling toxic. It's going to be sick. I'm here for it. Rick is such a sweet human being too, so it's going to be fun. Updog says, yes, King. Okay. So I've been on this, and Updog's doing his charts now, and now he's on this. So we both came to the same conclusion. Yes, Travis Hunter is going to be a good wide receiver. And yes, Travis Hunter is going to be a good defensive back. But at ADP, you guys have to realize that defense was bottom 5 in every sort of receiving and passing yard category to opposing wide receivers last year. They have done nothing to rectify this situation, this scenario. So in huge scoring games, in these back and forth, highly scored contested games, we are more inclined to see Travis Hunter the DB than Travis Hunter the wide receiver. And you heard it here first. So I'm not saying fade Travis Hunter. I think there's going to be a week or two where he's the wide receiver 1 in fantasy football, period. But I also think there's going to be weeks or two where he's the DB 1 in IDP Dynasty League. So like it's one of those things where it's like in Dynasty it makes sense, but how do you project his floor and his output in redraft, right? Best ball, he's a good best ball pick, but currently he's going off the board way too early, right? So like there's going to be games you're going to be praying for a couple pick sixes, and the likelihood of one player getting a couple pick sixes is very slim. Cog, what's that mean? Congrats, Who Hames is what he meant. Nice, Who Hames. Congrats, Who. GG's, Who Hames. Oh, Updog, I brought this back, and since Updog is here, guys, I got to play it. So I'm going to play the Disco, and then Updog's. Disco. Do you guys know what movie that's from? Somebody in the chat tell me what movie that's from.
What's up? What's up?
Not the what's up portion, the disco. Tell me what movie that's from. Yay. Huhaim says new angles good. Hey man, if this new angle means you're winning free tickets, we're keeping it, right? What's up? Laugh my ass off. True. Pete Terranova says made it. Let's go. His ADP, I believe it's like top 40. I believe it's top 40. And by the way, guys, we're gonna go on the sports affiliation right here, guys. If you click on this link, it should work. Mossy says disco. I got to be able to finish my thoughts, but if Mossy says disco, I see screen. Disco. I had to make it all over again. Mossy, I had to make it all over again. I couldn't find it anywhere, so I had to make it. Zohan, don't mess with the Zohan. I just want to be silky smooth. Shout out to Pete Terranova, guys. He's branching off and doing his own thing as a content creator, and it's about fucking time. I love the guys he worked with, honestly, but this guy's too talented and too smart to not run his own damn show. So I'm proud of you. I'm excited for you. If you're not following Pete Nova or Nova Pete on X, Fix Your Life, this guy is the most accurate defense and special teams streamer poster out there, and he does kickers too. I don't do any of that shit. So literally, if people ask me about DST and kickers, and I'll get like 1,000 questions, a week, sometimes even more, on Twitter about fantasy football advice, start sit, whatnot. You have it. I always refer them to this guy. And then one week, which was championship week, he suggested to play the Colts. So I mean, like, he's really good at it. He's great at it. He's one of my favorite humans. But like, shit, the Colts defense, special teams. Drew Lock legacy game. You should have seen that coming, man. What's his? Yeah, it's 40. Updog, disco. Let's go, disco. Mossy, shout out to you, buddy. Hope you had a good stream. It was a fun stream, and we got an actual intro and an outro being worked on. It should be sent from Sri Lanka at some point tomorrow. I'm excited. I have 10 revisions. Hopefully they do a good job with it. Zohan, yes, he found. I know I had to remake it. Great show, BDE. See you all next time tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern time, or where the hell? Just click this link, please. Please click this link. Smash subscribe. We're going to talk about our 24-hour live stream that we did last year for charity, where all we did was draft with some of the best players, the best fantasy football content creators on the planet. And then we're going to do it again this year. We're going to run it back and do it again this year. So if you guys want to learn more about the Big Heart Energy 2 24-hour live stream, no, it's not going to be 48 hours. Fuck you. But if you want to learn about the Big Heart Energy stream, the second one, you got to tune in to there. Okay, so let's look at what Jerry says. Jerry says, which side, Kyler and 108 or Lamar Superflex Dynasty? It's Lamar. It's not even close. Because, like, if you're a quarterback away, Lamar just sends you over the top. The 108, you're going to get a Trey Harris, maybe. Matthew Golden. I mean, Matthew Golden would be nice, but, like, in Superflex, you want to make sure that you're secure at the quarterback position. It's Lamar all day. Lamar. Yeah. Lamar. Kyler feels like his job is on the line this season. Yeah, that's fair. No Cap Max says, don't forget to split it into 2 12-hour streams so you can keep the VODs. It's actually 3 8-hour streams, and what we're going to do is we're going to do 3 8-hour recordings after and post the 3 8-hour recordings after, or however many 4 hours or 6 hours. I'm not a mathematician, guys. I just do fantasy football. But yeah, we're going to break it down. Like, we're going to have it pre-recorded, and then we're going to break down the recordings and do, 1, 2, 3, or even 4 different segments, and we're going to highlight each guest on each one. That way everybody can watch themselves back, because one of the best things about that is, like, you had to be there to experience it, and one of the saddest things is, like, we'll never be able to re-experience the magic we captured the first time. But hopefully we can double that. So I'll see you guys in 18 minutes on the sports affiliation right here, guys. I'll just post it again. If you're not subscribed to them, do so. Live at 8:30, we're going to talk about, the cause. We're going to talk about all the spectacular guests we had last year, and we're going to talk about what we're going to do this year. It's called the Big Heart Energy Draftathon, the Give Back Show, which is incredible. It's absolutely brilliant that somebody is targeting philanthropy and charity work in the fantasy football community. Rick Brusalis. It's a brilliant concept. I'm here for it. I love this shit. All right, guys. Takes a village. Say it all the time. Takes a village. I love my fucking village. I love you guys. God bless you. Till next time. Peace.